Hi guys, it's Little Kansas Kitty and I welcome you back to my weight loss surgery channel. I had the RNY gastric bypass surgery on June 25th, 2018, so that was a year and 8 months ago. I started off my high weight at 238 pounds. I'm 5'6", I'm 39 years old. For just a few more weeks, I'm going to be the big 4-0 on March 27th. And I lost 100 pounds post RNY gastric bypass. I lost it within the first 9.5 months. I was just like so driven and so eager to get that weight loss off because it's important to. You have a honeymoon period typically after weight loss surgery of 1 year to 18 months to get all that excess weight off. And after that, it becomes harder. So I was really goal oriented and driven to reach my goal of losing 100 pounds. I created a maintenance range for myself from early on because I'd seen my body throughout the years at various weights. And I knew that 138 was pretty low, but I wanted to say I lost 100 pounds. And so that was my low part of my maintenance range that I created. And then I gave myself 7 pounds. So 138 to 145 to maintain. And I have been maintaining for over a year now. I am so proud. I'm so proud to say that I've been able to do that. I did have butt surgery like 9 weeks ago, I think. And I had some revision surgery a few weeks ago. And before I get into this, let's just jump on the scale and see where I am today. I'll just talk about weight in pounds because I am a daily weigher. As you can see, I'm 145 and I've been working to get back there because I was over my maintenance range post plastics, post all of my booty surgery stuff. And that was due to a lot of swelling and just not being very active. Now, I was talking to my sister, my older sister, and she said, do you think you should actually change your maintenance range by a couple pounds and just give yourself a little bit more wiggle room? And instead of saying, 138, which that's just so low, you can see that I'm always around 144, 145. And she said, why don't you give yourself a couple extra pounds and go up to like 147 for your maintenance range? And only because I did have implants put in to my booty. And she was like, if those implants weigh about 2 pounds, don't you think you should give yourself a couple extra pounds? So some food for thought, definitely something to think about and consider. I like the 7-pound range. You'll see that a lot of other folks that are in maintenance, they will create ranges for themselves too. And a lot of them are a little tighter, like 5 pounds. Some of your taller people may do like a 10-pound range. So for me, I'm like, at 5'6", I was like 7 pounds just sounded like a good range for me because I could see myself fluctuate within a week 7 whole pounds when I had heavier periods and everything. I don't have that anymore because I had the ablation surgery. But anyway, so something to think about. I'm not quite ready to say that my range is going to be up to 147. I like that even 145 as kind of my top of the scale. Anyway, I'm really pleased with my plastics, my excess skin removal, my butt implants, my fat that was transferred to my booty. Just really happy and pleased with the results and the shape and the contour and just it's really given me the body that I was really aiming for in terms of kind of my curves and everything and filling out my pants. Now, right now, I'm very happy with the revision. They do say that within the first 6 months, you will unfortunately only 50 to 70% of the fat that was transferred will remain. So when you have fat transfer, only 50 to 70% remains and you lose the other part of that because it just kind of dissolves and is absorbed by your body. With that said, I am just so happy that I did go with the implants. Implants are taboo. People don't talk about them a lot, butt implants. And I'm just really happy that I did go with them because they are permanent. They are going to be in there for a lifetime. I shouldn't really find a need to ever have them removed. And so I'm just really, really happy with my decision. Food-wise this week, I, just been really like focusing on protein again. And in combination with my food and my fitness, I think that is what really allowed me to bring my weight back down this week. I had a couple weeks where I was inactive and probably not making the best food choices, and my weight was increasing and I had a lot of swelling. So just focusing again on protein, kind of keto focused, dropped that weight right back off for me this week. I did make a crock pot of white bean chicken chili, and oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with this. So I made it. My kids don't like it at all. They are very weird in terms they don't like food together. Like they don't like casseroles and, stuff all together. They like everything separated. So I had this big crock pot just for myself, and I divvied it up into little portions. And right now my portions, I'd probably eat a cup or a little bit more than that. And I have been there for quite some time, and it fills me up. Those portions are probably about 300 some calories for that chili. I loved it so much. I made it like 2 weeks ago. Then I made another crock pot this week, and I have that for like lunch and dinner all the time. All the time. So, so good. It's just some random recipe I found online. Maybe I'll just link that below so you guys can see that, because it is to die for. Back to fitness, I did take 2 weeks off and I was disciplined. I listened to my surgeon, and you know what? I embraced it. I actually really enjoyed sleeping in and being a little lazy and just letting my body heal, and it was a good thing for me. I didn't even go walking. Can you believe it? I was okay to walk a week after my revision surgery, and I didn't do it. We had such bad weather and it was so cold, and my bed just felt so cozy that I was like, let me just take one more week, the full 2 weeks of rest. So on Monday, I decided to go ahead and give the legs out a try, and I ran 5 miles, and great pace, right under 10-minute miles. On Tuesday ran 6 miles. On Wednesday, I ran 7 miles. On Thursday, I ran 8 miles. And on Friday, I ran 18. What? Yeah, right back at it. I can tell that my cardio has been affected this year in 2020 since I've had all of my surgeries. I'm just having to push a lot harder and breathe a lot harder, but I know that with time, I will be back to where I was at the end of 2019. I was going to do a long run with my girlfriends on Saturday. They were running 18 miles, and I decided to go ahead and do mine before work on Friday solo because I had a date night, and I just didn't want to, I didn't want that to interfere my Friday date night where I would have to, get up early on Saturday. So I was able to kind of kick back. However, on Saturday morning, I did wake up and had a good time out then the night before, and I quickly checked where my girlfriends were running, checked the map again, and they were doing most of them were doing 18. One of my friends was doing 10, and so I thought, okay, well, maybe I can just jump in for 5, because even though I'd already done quite a bit of miles this week, on the weekend, if I can just get a little fresh air, it's just such a boost of energy, and it just really drives kind of my attitude and perspective to the day, and just allows me to be really energetic. And so I was like, let me just grab like a quick 5 miles. And so I parked my car 5 miles into their run. I text my friend Emily before, and she said that she could take me back to my car afterwards. So her loop was ending at 10 miles. I would just do that second 5 miles with all of them, and then she would take me back to my car. Jump in for the run, and I'm definitely working on my cardio, my fitness. I can tell that, I had to work a little harder in terms of pace to be running at that level with my girlfriends. And we started calculating time, and Emily realized she needed to go. She had kids' sports activities, and she just had not a minute to spare to take me back to my car. So my options that I had left was finish the run with my other girlfriends and get in 13. I only wanted 5, and otherwise go ahead and turn around. And I knew I was going to be probably close to 10. So started to turn around at 5 miles, and oh my gosh, I was so tired. I was so tired, and I was like, it's okay. I didn't have anything going. I thought, well, I can just walk it in if I need to. But 5 miles walking takes a lot longer than 5 miles running. So I was just trying to run, and I saw a police officer, and I kind of waved at him, and I was like, oh my gosh, I do not want to run. Like, my body was so tired at that point. I mean, it's just silly that I'm running after I just ran 18 miles the day before. My legs were tired, and I saw him pull somebody over, and I passed them, and I thought, gosh, maybe I can just flag him down and maybe just beg him, this police officer who was quite handsome, I might say, to take me back to my car. And so I kept running past where he had pulled that truck over, and was just like praying and hoping that he would pass me again. I could flag him down. And then I just had all these thoughts running through my head, like, oh my gosh, I can't go any further. Like, I was so tired. I was like, maybe I'll just call an Uber or a Lyft or something just to take me back to my car. And I saw the police officer come my way, and he drove by me, and I was like, just like waving and excited. And I was like, oh, just please roll your window down and say something to me, because I know I can sweet talk him. I know I'm pretty good at that. And he didn't. He had like his big gas station gulp cup with a straw, and he's just like, cheers, out the window. Or, he didn't have the window down. And I was like, and he went on his way. So I made it the last few miles. I was tired. My legs are tired. But that was yesterday. Today's Sunday, and I am resting my legs today. Feels good. I did get in 54 miles, which is nuts. 54 miles the first week back into running, and tired, but no major aches or anything. So I'm going to keep on charging forward. I did pick out a marathon that I'd like to go ahead and sign up for. Haven't pulled the trigger on that yet, but that is in early May in Lincoln, Nebraska, and that will be my 11th marathon, 26.2 miles in my 11th state. Just some life updates. I've been going through some home renovations, and I've lived in my house for 13 years. It's 20 years old, and it needed a major facelift. It just needed a major refresh. And as I'm entering my 40th year, I'm feeling the need to do a lot of refresh around me. And I don't know if it's a little midlife crisis or what, but just feeling that need to kind of refresh. And so I did some new tile. I knocked out a god awful, ugly Victorian fireplace and just freshened it up with some white subway tile and a nice cedar block mantle. I did a lot of new painting and got all fresh new carpet. It smells so good, my house. It's so clean and airy and fresh. And also stained a couple tables, just white. Everything's white and light gray and very airy and fresh. My kids and I, we were standing in the family room the other night, and we were just looking around. We were like, oh my gosh, is this our house? Like, is this our house? It's so big, and it just looks and feels so new. So it's amazing what you can do for your home with just paint and floors and, all the other little extras I did. But I'm proud as a single mommy that I was able to do this for our family. I'm also going through a smile makeover right now. So if you've been following along for some time, you may have heard me talk about before. I was in a really serious bad car accident 23 years ago when I was 17 years old. It was really bad. And I actually had some of my teeth knocked out. I had a lot of facial trauma. I had internal bleeding and just it was bad. And so I had to have plastic surgery on my lip to kind of reconstruct some of that, where the airbag came up and hit me. And I had dental implants. My 2 front teeth are dental implants, and it was time for me to go ahead and refresh. And so I'm excited to be going through this process. It's quite a process, about 6 to 8 appointments, but I'm having 10 teeth done. So my top 6, my bottom 4, I'm just kind of refreshing, rejuvenating my smile, brighter, fresher, and I was still growing at 17 years old, your bones are still forming and everything. And so my teeth weren't exactly where I want them. I'm wanting to perfect them a bit more. And so I was never like, I didn't hate them or anything, but I am ready, like I said, going to this 40th year to do some refresh. So I'm excited to do my smile makeover. And so in the weeks to come, they should be all done within like the next 3 weeks. Going to Mexico in 3 weeks with my man friend. So excited to be doing that for my 40th birthday. And so I've been doing a little bikini shopping and prep for that. I'm ready. I'm so ready for the sun to go and kick back and just, it's going to be a short trip. We're only going to be there. We'll be gone for 5 days. 2 of those will be travel days. And so we'll have 3 solid days of just R&R. So I did get a Kim Kardashian, like a Kardashian collection swimsuit. Loving this. I actually got it off Poshmark, and so I got a great deal and love this suit. I have so many bikinis, so many bathing suits, but when you go on a trip, I just love getting a new one. It's so fun. It's so fun to get new bikinis. I also got a kind of sporty Fila one, and then I'm waiting on kind of a baby pink, some pink ones to kind of, I ordered a few different like tops and bottoms to kind of play around with, and so I'm excited for those new bikinis on the beach. As I observe some of my friends and family relationship dynamics change, I'm sad for them because you want nothing but the best for couples, but sometimes it's necessary. Or I'm watching some of the people that I know experience the pain of loss right now. Our world has experienced great loss recently of leaders and people that have just died in front of us unexpectedly. And so I'm reminded this year specifically of my new motto, which is a German saying, and it is "Man lebt nur einmal," and that means you only live once. And I am here to say, embrace the moment. Life's too short. So go buy those shoes, go book that Halo skincare treatment, book the trip, get on your surgeon's calendar. If you haven't already and you're considering weight loss surgery, make that appointment for a consultation, whether it's with a bariatric surgeon or if it's plastics. Go book your consultation. Live life to the fullest and embrace the risk. YOLO.